Hello and welcome to another episode of Vishay and Nidhi Review Stuff. I'm Nidhi.
And I am the best, the greatest, the one and only Vishay.
Yes, the
Yes.
subject of today's conversation.
Yes.
Vishay, we made it to another week, another recording, another episode of our fabulous show.
Yeah.
Managed.
And another million viewers added to our multi-million
It's
viewership.
free to subscribe and forward our content to others and ask them to subscribe. I mean, don't you guys have friends? Like, what's going on? We've been stuck at like the same 200 subscribers for so long. But okay, let's get on with the purpose that we're here, which is to review a new show that we watched this week. My God, this is a lot of effort watching stuff that is not really gripping, and yet, we power through just for the sake of our viewers and this fabulous channel. So this week we saw a show. Well, we didn't see the whole thing. We saw three episodes, which I think feels like quite a feat, of a new show called Margo's Got Money Troubles. This show is on Apple TV, yet another big company that we're obliged to. Thank you very much. And it stars the great Michelle Pfeiffer and very good, actually. I thought this actress, Elle Fanning, who plays Margot, and some really heavyweights. So far, we've seen a lot of big shots. Margot's dad is played by Nick Offerman from Parks and Recreation. Um, there's some other lots of names that show up that the faces that show up that you'll be familiar with. So, okay, without further ado, Vish, what did you think of Margot's Got Money Troubles?
First of all, I don't agree with the title Great Michelle Pfeiffer. There's nothing great left about her. No, no. I try to be positive and I really, say, okay, fine. Let me not always be negative, but it's yeah, I mean, the first episode I saw, the second two actually put me to sleep. And yes, that Fanning is cute, but I think a very monotonous actor. I think I've seen her in two other things before this. Exactly the same expressions and acting, the same monotonous tone and effort in her dialogue delivery and everything. It's. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being too critical, but well, I am a critique. But really,
Critic.
how are these companies spending so much money in producing such shit? At least Hotstar and Ambani is doing something very smart, and that shows his business acumen. He's taking stuff which is already has proved itself and just bringing it to India on Geo Hotstar. They're not producing. I don't think they're producing their own shows yet, are they?
Yeah. There
No.
are a lot of Hotstar specials like Criminal Justice, and yeah, there are original shows.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not nothing
Anyways.
anyway, huh? But I critic.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think critic, it doesn't mean that every critic has to have full general knowledge.
Should have some
You
knowledge, basic knowledge. You're giving gyan on which
no,
platform is performing well.
no. 1 second, 1 second. The,
Okay.
the idea of being a critic is you're shown something and then you give your review on that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay.
What interest do I have about everything else?
Well, then don't comment on it, but okay,
Anyways,
get on with it, huh?
yeah. Why you like the show?
No, no, okay. I liked it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I won't give it a five
Oh.
on five, but I liked it. Okay.
How much will you give it? Oh, 5.5 on
I'll give
10
it 3.5 stars on five.
out of 5.
Yeah.
Uh, a 7. Very generous, Nidhi, very generous. What did you like? The script is nothing great. I mean, it's the same old stories told all over again, right? Very, very, very
Okay, I
cliche,
know the
but
story. Let's
badly
just give a
executed
quick.
comic relief with that quirky roommate and Michelle Pfeiffer walking out of a dress shop wearing her wedding dress. I mean, it it irritates you rather than make you laugh. So, what did you really like about the show?
Okay, so just a quick background on the story. It's about this 20-year-old college girl called Margot who has an affair with her married professor, gets pregnant and decides to have the baby. And then whatever, the adventures that follow. As a Personally, it's a very personal thing. I'm really tired of this trope. I'm thinking of every TV show that I've ever watched, like long running, from Friends to Sex and the City to so many, right? No, Rooster, etc., etc., where an accidental pregnancy is becomes part of the show. And it is just such a tightrope. We really, I think filmmakers do need to retire this. But however, that this is what this show is about. It is based on a book by the same name. And I believe that the author of the book also found herself pregnant without planning, and but that time she was much older. However, coming back to this show, now this whole Western value system or whatever, they don't believe in abortion, but uh,
No, but
I
that had nothing to do in this show. This
no,
show, it
I
was her
mean, this she
choice.
does. Margot gets pregnant, and her mother is, I think, quite encouraging. So her mother's played by Michelle Pfeiffer,
Her
who
mother's not encouraging.
is
She's
encouraging
encouraging.
of. She's like, don't be stupid. You don't have to keep the baby. It's very early on. Uh,
Yeah.
she's from a very, very modest background. She's in college. What is she going to do? Like, have the baby and then what? And her mom, that's so I liked those aspects. Like I said, okay, the trope is very, very tired, but like I was reading in some review, if she decided to not have the baby, there would be no story and then no show. So she decides to have the baby, and of course, there's chaos. But what I enjoyed about this show was so her mom, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, who's this ex sort of Hooters waitress, this hot thing clinging on to her hotness in clearly her 50s and 60s, is she's not like 70, okay. She's not like we must and we'll do it and I'm here to help you. She is extremely sort of circumspect about the whole thing. She's like, guys, like Margot, you don't have to do this. And she makes it quite clear that she's not going to be around to help. She barely managed having Margot when she herself was an unwed mother with very little help from the father. It was a one night stand that she had with the wrestler, a pro wrestler. So I like those little aspects. Michelle Pfeiffer's character I found to be actually quite interesting and layered. On the one hand, she is absolutely terrible grandmother and mother because she just can't. She's like, I cannot do this. I am not going to raise your child. I have a job, I have a life. She started seeing some guy who's very religious and she's hoping to marry him. So her whole focus is towards him. But that doesn't make her an outright bad mother. She's still a loving mom. She's just, there are certain things she's not interested in. She is there kind of for the daughter. She's there during the birth. Um, she keeps popping up from time to time, but she's very clear, like, I'm not looking after this kid. And there are layers, like she's very shallow, but she sort of accepts her shallowness. She's like, I'm a terrible mom, I'm a terrible this, I'm a terrible that. I guess all I'm good at is being pretty. And it's funny. It's something I haven't really seen before, this kind of a complex character. And Margot and her have a decent relationship, right? She's not some super abusive, druggy mom who's abandoned her daughter. She's just a complicated human being. So I like that. It moves quite fast, I thought. I found episode 2 where Margot has the baby and they show the early, like, 1 month of the baby. I found that to be the most realistic portrayal of having a newborn that I've ever seen on television. Uh, it's not like you come home and the baby sleeps and you're feeding it, it's all good, right? I think through that second episode, the baby doesn't stop crying for 1 second. And like that is so real because newborns are hard. Even if you have all the help in the world, it's hard. Even if you've done this before, it's really hard. So I found that portrayal to be really realistic and interesting. And I'm hoping like people who watch the show and find themselves in Margot's situation make a different choice. So, yeah, and it's moving fast. And the path she's taking is weird. Uh, no spoilers, but it's sort of in a gray area. Um, We get to see a lot of Margo, if you know what I mean. Um, so all of that is it's interesting. I think it made for something different. It's not captivating. I'm not
I
dying to
think
see
I'm not
what
the audience.
happens.
I'm not the right audience for this show.
Who's the right audience?
Apparently, you are.
Okay. So like I said, I can't.
Like,
I'm not going to be stopping people on the road and saying you have to watch this. Like that's not it at all. But if you find yourself
hmm.
watching it, it's moving forward. It's fine. They're short episodes. Thank you so much, Apple. 30-minute episodes. Um,
It was only 30 minutes. It felt like 1 hour.
that's, that's because people kept walking into a room and we had to keep pausing. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah,
Maybe
so
I took some naps in between.
that is my critique of the show. I would give it a 3.5 on 5, guys. It's not bad. You can give it a shot. Tell us what you think. So Vishay
Anyway,
doesn't
I
like it,
guess.
and I like it.
Now, maybe I'm not even the right audience.
That's okay. I mean, they've not sent out a memo that only if you're a female under the age of 30, you should
I
watch.
never said that. You said that. But I'm just saying.
I'm just categorizing myself. But yeah, I'm saying like
Hmm.
everyone can be an audience. Yeah. So, but maybe it is more
Like, would you watch Black Sails? Why?
those dirty, unbathed
Why?
people. Like, I can't.
But that's reflecting reality of the pirates in the
It's just
1700s.
not an interest for me.
And so that's why even I, the same thing I said, no, I'm not it's not an interest of
Oh,
me. A single mother's troubles are not an interest of me. I mean, to
oh.
me.
And the pirates of the
Uh,
18th century are like right up your alley.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics. There's like strategy,
Actually, you know what? You're
action.
right. Maybe you are like politics, strategy, and adventure, and I'm all like complex human relationships and snappy
Then
dialogue. You know?
snappy.
And I have to say one thing on behalf of Michelle Pfeiffer. I think she has acted so well in the show. And I'm glad that we saw the Madison and this because it's the same lady at the same time. She's portraying two such different characters.
The
So
same emotions and
differently.
reactions and same facial
Put your
expression, same tonality.
eyebrows down. No need to act so cocky.
At least I can put my eyebrows up and down. Michelle Pfeiffer can't even do that.
She
She's
can.
plastered her face with
In this
Botox.
episode, but in this
Her
show,
face is stuck. Her face is stuck. Her expression is the same.
they've uglified her
They've
in
not.
in this show because they want to show her as this very like
They've
heroic.
not. It is exactly the same how she looks in the other
Oh,
show.
Vishay, come on.
Please. The same expression. Her face is stuck. It's plastered.
Okay, guys, no, really, please, somebody watch like 10 minutes of the Madison, watch 15 minutes of this, and just let us know what you think. Michelle Pfeiffer, is she doing a good job or not? Or at least
Yes.
she's a good actress, and I'm so glad to see her back on screen.
Please
So,
leave your
oh,
votes.
Michelle,
How, what do they say below here
comment, comment.
in the comment section?
But
Uh,
okay, fine, moving on. What would you like to speak about? Anything else that you've seen or done? Or
Black Sails.
you've already haven't you reviewed Black Sails?
Never.
Oh,
It's a very old show, but I kind of found it on Amazon Prime.
tell us
And
about
very, very nice. It's set in the 1700s. It
it.
shows a lot of politics about how these mercenary ships and crews were actually first sent out by the British government to stop Spanish trade. And then when the treaty was signed, these guys were just left out, and the British government then just declared them as pirates.
Oh,
And it's basically how they colonize a small place in the coast of America. It's just yeah, and then there's a
it's
bit of
rooted
drama, of
in
course. And
fact. Like this actually happened.
I mean, based on it is not the facts actually, but
Okay.
yes, this did happen. But the story that Black Sail
No, in
follows
the
is,
sense
of
that the
course,
British government, like,
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
employed
That
them
that
and then they
actually,
abandoned them.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
I
yes.
see.
That actually happened.
Hmm.
Yes. So it's nice, and it's just very lovely to see those ships and at war with each other. Simple shooting cannons and swords, not pressing
Speaking
buttons
of
for
ships,
nuclear
isn't there
bombs.
some show about pirates with our very own Priyanka Chopra? Have you
Eh?
come across it on Amazon?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
With Priyanka
I don't know.
Chopra.
I've never heard. She must be
What?
doing a documentary on pirated videos.
Sir, please, your joke is gonna be on YouTube for the world to see. Like, think. It's
Okay.
called The Bluff, I think. The Bluff? Yeah, action adventure. Swashbuckler
Anyways,
action thriller. Anyway, but neither of us have seen it. But since you're into like pirates and ships and all of that, maybe you'd like to watch it. Vishay, you and I went and tried a restaurant recently. I thought we could review that. The Fresh
first
Factory
of all,
in
you
Indrana,
cannot call it a restaurant.
Bangalore. What do you want to call it?
A pretentious scam.
Okay. That's how we feel already. Do tell. Are
Huh?
you still hungry?
Yes. I mean, if I have to spend 750 rupees,
Hmm.
okay, they gave me two eggs, some mushrooms, and a slice of sourdough.
Hmm. No, not value for money. Anything
No.
else you tried? How was the
In
Cape Building
Udupi,
lemonade?
horrible.
So not going back?
No. I mean, not willingly.
Okay. Who's dragging you there? Huh?
If you force me and push
I just
me,
heard it's got good
I'll go.
breakfast. I didn't force you.
Hmm.
Huh. Okay.
Anyways.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So you're saying both of us went to the Fresh Factory. I had been there actually a couple of times, and the food is nice. But yeah, it's a I think the menu is pretty innovative and they've like used all sorts of different combinations. Not the usual like English breakfast or American breakfast one is used to. Um, the Turkish
Pretentious.
eggs that I got were not what I've had in the past, but who knows what the original Turkish eggs
You
are.
had Turkish eggs in Turkey. Those were not Turkish eggs.
Hmm. I can't remember. Turkey food was so
I
good.
can. Exactly. Right? You've tasted the authentic stuff, and this is not it.
There's something
They were just,
innovative. They've added their own twist to it.
just adding something to something doesn't make you innovative. Okay, tomorrow okay, I'll serve you lassi and throw in one tandoori chicken piece into it and say, wow, I'm innovative.
Hmm.
It doesn't work that way, Nidhi. There has to be a sense and
What
sensibility, a
about
balance of taste,
the savory
acidity,
pancake?
sweetness.
That didn't work for you
Listen,
with that chicken.
okay, frankly speaking, kids were also there. Amongst the four of us, I'm the only one who finished not only my breakfast, but even the leftovers from the three of y'all. All of y'all discarded your food halfway through.
I didn't
I
discard.
ate it because half your paratha and chana was left. I
Pita
ate it.
bread. Because I ran out
Huh?
of eggs now. How to eat the pita bread?
So that's what I'm saying. Then what is that innovation that they don't even give a right amount of eggs, or the size of the pita bread has to be so big that it feeds a family? It should be the same, no? It's like how you get a Nagarjuna biryani and they give you raita, and the raita is sufficient for that biryani.
You have brought in Nagarjuna and Udupi. Like, I mean, please, Vishay, you stick to the
No,
tried
but that,
test it. No, you're not a food
what?
critic. It is fine. We will have another show
And
and
it's such
another
a fancy
episode for
place
that.
where I had to instruct a waiter who's a hotel management graduate how
Hmm.
to place cutlery on a table.
No, that's not done. You're right. Not
Exactly.
expected from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other waitress couldn't explain what something that I'd ordered, like a ginger lime. I don't know what she kept saying. Add on, add on, add on, add on. I mean, what add on, yeah? Speak one language. You can't communicate and even describe what your food is. Anyways,
Somewhere
so please,
there's an episode of the waiters review Vishay being recorded right now
yes.
where they're like, have you met
No,
this
yeah,
guy who comes in
no,
and
that's why I'm calling it a scam, yeah, because you can't just say that we've put some beetroot in some bloody lemonade and then
not
charge you
this is a
400 rupees for
Caperberry
it.
lemonade. It said so on the menu.
The other things, everything was like that. Anyways,
Okay.
and even the people sitting. Anyway, okay, let's not go there. Let's not make this
Couldn't approach the
personal, but
people in the restaurant also. So food no good, staff no good, decor no, not working for you.
decor was okay. Decor
Decor,
was
okay. Decor gets a positive take. But patrons in the restaurant, not up to the mark. Got it. Fresh Factory, I hope you're taking notes.
uh,
Oh,
all the patrons there were family and friends of the owner. Anyways, yeah.
yeah. So that,
I
but
mean,
no,
most of our
okay.
viewers want to visit Fresh Factory because it's in one. It's like a local restaurant
Nagar,
here.
but it's okay. It's quite
Yeah.
the hotspot of
Mm.
Bangalore. But I also would like to now rant. I guess this has become a rant show for us.
Should we say Vishay and Nidhi rant?
No, we are going to. No, guys. April, right? It's a very hot month, guys, in Bangalore. Like, Bangalore's broken all records. Our brains are fried. We cannot be positive even if we try. With the best of intentions, it can't happen. So, allow us. This is the last episode of this show in this month.
Ranting.
Next month
Oh,
onwards, I
okay.
I promise I'm going to come with something positive. Uh, hope to come with
But
something.
how, Nidhi?
No, but let me finish.
Entertainment is failing us, restaurants are failing us, books are failing us,
Yeah.
unless you've read something which
No, so
is
that's what I want to talk about. The book that I read. And this, I'm really holding many people responsible for this disaster, including the great Oprah, the Chopra, and every other book influencer in the world, which has been bought. Okay, before I rant, let me give you the name of the book. It's called Strangers by a lady called Belle Burden, who is related to the Rockefellers or the not Rockefellers, but some like American high-end
there
family,
you go.
whatever, right?
Mm, no
Has been
wonder.
born and raised in the lap of luxury. Okay.
Mm.
So the premise of the book is interesting. It says after 20 years, one day suddenly, in the middle of the COVID lockdown, her husband tells her that he's having an affair and he's leaving her. And he walks out. And she's left to grapple with this massive jolt. And so the name of the book comes from the fact that it was almost like she was married to a stranger for 20 years, right? That it's come out of nowhere. And she doesn't know what happened. And the whole book is just her describing how how she coped with it, how she went on with it, but it not in a deep and reflective way, not in a like introspect. This is what happened. This is what I went through. No, it was literally like so. The next day I got up and I was passed out on the bathroom floor. The next day I got up. I had to look for my prenup. The next day I got up. I made a peanut butter sandwich for my children. It is. It's not a book. It's someone's diary entries with absolutely no
Sounds like a
insight.
7-year-old diary.
Yeah, and it has
Daughter
no
made peanut
insights
butter
into
sandwich.
her brain, into her heartbreak, into the family, into what could have gone wrong. She describes her husband in the blandest way possible. None of us are able to picture this man. Um, and all she's doing is being a really great mom. And by the way, all of this is happening while she's living in her goddamn summer home on Martha's Vineyard, which is one of the most high-end, whatever these lakeside properties in America,
Mm.
where I believe even the Obamas have a home. And her great strife comes from having to face the fact that she might lose her country club membership. Gasp. Because her husband and her, kind of are enrolled in it together. And after a divorce, only one person gets to stay. Or gasp. Will her children be able to go to the private school they've been going? Or, oh my God, the three houses that they own in Manhattan. Um, you know, she bought them with her trust fund money, but they were in both their names. Who will get them? It is such a shallow book, Vishay, but that's fine. She wrote the book. She managed to get it published. The point is, how is it been picked up and marketed as the next coming? Like, how is she on Oprah? And Oprah's interviewing her and telling all of us that every woman should read this. Why?
To feel bad about yourself if you don't have an house. Forget about three houses, you
Yeah.
don't even have an apartment. Yeah,
So what?
exactly.
A bad book is nothing new. A bad movie is nothing new. But what is really shocking in this case is the The way this book has been
Nidhi,
put up. And I'm saying
that's what
that
I'm
is the
saying.
power of money and marketing. It's like five PR people got together and said, we got to make this happen. And they've done it. And the product doesn't matter. And it's really upset me because all of us, and I also recommended to a bunch of my friends, we've all bought this bloody book for 700 something on Kindle. Kindle books should not be more than 250. And we're all reading, reading, waiting. Something will come up. S- no, it's a nothing burger. But like I said, I'm just shocked and like really upset by, I don't know, by even people we
So
thought we could trust.
Nidhi, that's what I'm saying. There's a huge opportunity for genuine reviewers like
Yeah,
us.
that's true.
Everyone else is sold.
No,
And
and we
let's
are
make
willing
a
to be sold,
promise to our
but
viewers.
we'll do it so subtly. You
Not suddenly
specifically will.
देखो भाई पैसे मिले हैं प्लीज देख लो ये
Yeah,
पिक्चर
we'll tell you. Exactly. Okay, we'll be honest and or we'll do it so subtly, like, you're not sure it could be here or there. We'll do it really well, guys. We are willing to be sold. We are living in this world. I am not here to change it. We just want a piece of the pie. Thank you very much. So, dear Belle Burden, if you want us to change this review, contact us through the comments. Yes. And spoiler alert, she's left with lots of money. So I'm sure she can afford
and she'll make more now with the sale of the book and someone will
she's
buy movie rights.
it's been
Netflix will
bought.
make one crap
Netflix is
shit,
making a
huh?
movie on her. Gwyneth Paltrow is playing her. But all of us are like, what will they show in the movie? There's nothing
How to
happened.
make they'll show the recipe how to make peanut butter sandwich.
It's appalling. It's appalling. I'm appalled. And the world has, guys, it's not a good time. Kalyug is here. So please have
I
very low
agree.
expectations, and trust no one except us.
Yes.
On that on that very
Yes.
truthful note, we shall call it a day. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, next week I'll be reviewing a wine.
Oh, nice. Okay. Better
So
ask ChatGPT for the real review. What are the notes?
maybe I'm
Flori,
a
floral
certified
notes.
I'm a certified
You're
taster.
a certified nothing. Okay.
I am certified. Uh, I've
We
worked
are
in the
our
industry,
university certified.
and people reach out to me for my, refined palates.
That they do because there are enough lallus in the world. So, luckily for all of us. All right,
Yes.
Vish. Bye and have a wonderful week. See you.
Bye bye.